You're watching Single Process with Joe and Barb, a video series bringing you the experts to help you go from a we to a me. Our episode today is on the most common dating mistakes.
Yeah, these topics always play great, especially because I've made so many of them. I can relate to these. So we have a relationship and dating expert with us named Candace Brindley. Thanks for being here.
Thank you.
So what do we need to know about dating?
What a great subject. The problem is it tends to sound a little negative.
Well, I mean, but for a reason, because if you see these things, you should cease and desist. These things are not going to go away
Perfect.
over
Well
time,
said.
right?
Exactly. And I mean, you know, the goal is to be in the driver's seat when you go on a date, not to just be in la la
And
land.
hoping they'll like you.
Yeah, because there are so
Yeah.
many traps and so many red flags that you should be tuned in.
Okay, tell us the first
Okay,
red
so
flag.
for instance, there's a trap. This is probably the most common one, I think. It's called the scarcity trap.
Oh, that's
You've
mine.
heard it, right? It's like you stay home, you on the sidelines because all the good men are taken or all the good women are taken.
But it's
Aren't
kinda,
they just?
It's kind of true because if nobody does any work on relationships, so they just like end up with somebody. Someone's walking around right now with my future husband.
That and you know, with the divorce rate as it is, there is a big turnover of single people.
That's a good reminder. There are a ton of people flooding the market
All the time.
All the time.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I would say, you know, don't despair. It's like looking for a really great job. I mean, you can't stay home and expect it to fall in your lap. Over time, when you're with them, eventually one day, the right person for you crosses your path.
Oh, that gives me chills.
And then you're not available.
And you are no longer available. And then you realize you no longer really love the person you're with because you realize what you've done.
Oh.
This,
Okay.
yeah, I know. So I warned you.
I totally didn't see that.
It's not good.
It's not
so
good.
you
Okay, so
never
that's-
settle. Never
Never
settle. Have faith in yourself and be proactive. For instance, I love dancing, co-ed dancing,
Yeah.
salsa, or yoga, or you know, any kind of physical activity, or civic events, or political events, or IKEA. Where does everybody go when they are single again?
Buy furniture.
Yeah, that's true.
They need to go quickly set up a second place.
Yeah.
And IKEA is a very favorite place for all that. So another one is the rescue trap, and very intelligent people do this. You think, I can help this person. They have potential.
Oh.
And
Yeah.
they are great in so many ways, but they just need this or that. And
I just
they
did that
need
with a
your
cat
help.
that I adopted from a shelter, but it's very different with a
Yeah,
cat.
yeah, I bet.
Right.
But it does feel good to be needed. And especially if you're newly divorced, here's somebody who needs me because I am gifted at something.
And we're nurturers and caregivers by nature.
That's a good point.
That's a good one. So for men, maybe not so much, but women love that.
So this will get old for you.
Okay.
Yeah, because your needs are not going to get met in this one.
Okay.
You need to be moving on to somebody where is a nice balance.
Okay.
Yeah, we're your partners.
We're your
Really, Everyone's
partners.
looking for a partnership.
And then there's the attraction. Okay, here's yet another trap.
The attraction
The
trap.
attraction trap where you get hooked on some particular aspect of someone. It could be their circle of friends. It could be their boat. It could be their job. Okay, so there's all kinds of their power.
They're all superficial things. is your point.
They're kind of superficial in the sense that you're just raising your own self-esteem, but there's no consideration here of the full person.
Yeah.
Right. As you said in a previous interview, you can't look at just one slice of the pie. You have to look at everything that
Yes.
someone brings to your
The
life.
comprehensive 360. Always, because you are either committing yourself to a life of joy and happiness or a life of misery. This is monumental.
These are big decisions.
These are good.
So what do you have to do? You have to trust your gut. I know that I find that when I meet somebody, the thing that jumps out to me minute one, hour one, is the thing that's still bothering me about them a year down the road.
Yes. So there are red flags. And a red flag would be those kinds of things. Pick up on those things early on. When you're first getting to know somebody, they're being very much themselves because they're not invested yet.
So I was going to say how they are with their children, how other
that's so
people
good.
are
Good
with their kids is a very good indication of their character, their integrity,
Yes.
their investment in their family.
That would be huge.
And I like to look at their friendships too. How do
Yes.
their friends?
That's a great one.
Because how people surround themselves is very telling.
And if you don't like their friends,
yeah, it's not going to work out.
and if they don't like your friends, that's a big sign. I had somebody who would, when they would open the car door for me, they'd say,
Like you're a
like they're
horse?
shooing a horse into the barn. And I mean, you know, what does that mean? I don't know, but it was a little,
like
it was a little flag. I didn't know what it meant, but it was a little flag. So just gather all this intel, you know.
And pay
don't be
attention to the flags,
visible.
okay.
And don't justify everything. Really see things for what they are.
Okay, this is
All
great
right,
stuff.
we are wrapping up,
All right.
but some great advice, Candace. Thank
Okay, and if
you.
they want to know the other 97 locations to meet someone, they can
Yes.
sign up to talk to you. All right.
Excellent.
For information on this topic and more, check us out on thesingleprocess.com.